So apparently they're doing something to the money. I'll let you chime in here in just a moment. And actually, what we'll do is we'll discuss this here as well as we move along in this video. We'll try to make it quick just to share this update and this information, as well as tips, tricks, and strategies moving forward for those who don't want to find themselves at the mercy of the banks and ultimately central banks. Whereas you can actually pull up what you shared just a few minutes ago from what happened yesterday with the banks disrupting people's ability to live. Every Friday, typically, a lot of people rely on, depending on their pay period, pay cycle, payday, a direct deposit. But Wells Fargo botched that one. Now, Wells Fargo is also the same bank that's just been in the news recently for a $3.7 billion judgment against them, $2 billion going to previous and existing account holders due to wrongdoing on behalf of Wells Fargo. But what just happened?
So, according to this, Wells Fargo glitch shows negative balances and missing direct deposits. This came out actually yesterday late. It says a problem with Wells Fargo banking system has customers wondering what happened to their money. Company officials confirmed that some customers' direct deposit transactions were missing from accounts and that the company is working on correcting the issues. Now, the issue started to crop up on Thursday, according to social media posts, with users saying that recent deposits that had been in their accounts had disappeared, or that ones that were supposed to have come in did not. The missing money then caused balances to be different than what they were expecting to see. And you guys know what happens when that happens, bounce transactions and all kinds of stuff. It says here the issue, according to Wells Fargo, was a technical glitch, but the company didn't say what happened exactly, only that the accounts are safe and secure. So it's been reported that Wells Fargo assured its customers that the funds in their accounts are accurate and money is available.
So basically, what that means is how many people have you met in your life that are banking, they have transactions timed based on getting paid on Friday, direct deposit?
Yep.
And when a glitch like that happens, it all goes to shit.
Yeah, because then if whatever you have scheduled to come out on, say, Monday, because generally Friday you get paid, Monday bills go out. If your bills can't go out on Monday, they don't care that there was a glitch with the system. They're going to charge you a late fee, a bounce fee, a whatever kind of fee when you can't make your scheduled payments.
And some people might have been waiting to go grocery shopping, because they
Saturday
get paid.
and Sunday. Yep.
And so it's crazy because we came across this situation not too long ago with Bank of America making the news. Now, the banks are in the headlines. Wells Fargo now. We had Silvergate. We got Silicon Valley Bank. And also PNC Bank, because they're closing locations left and right, creating these banking deserts and these banking problems. But all of these are private banks, whereas the central bank, the Federal Reserve, the Biden administration behind Executive Order 14067, which you guys may have actually seen the warnings from Jim Rickards on some of these YouTube videos. It almost seems like this is all created intentionally on purpose to make people further distrust the banks and almost beg for central bank digital currency, CBDC.
That's where it's so weird to me, because CBDC is all digital at that point. And so if the issues they're having now are digital, it would just make me more wary of CBDC.
Well, the issue may not necessarily be 100% a digital glitch. The issue could be behind the banks. Therefore, let's eliminate the banks. The banks are causing too many problems. I'm just imagining what the Fed could come up with. And they say, the banks are causing too many problems. The CBDC is going to be a much more reliable system. A direct link in communication with the money versus now the link in communication is by way of a third party and the money. In the instance of a CBDC, central bank digital currency, you're tied to the money.
Okay.
It's the central bank. So granted, Jerome Powell says that we are a ways off from that, but is this part of their master plan to create this distrust and distaste in the banking system as we move towards the reset?
Well, I mean, the CBDC is the solution. So now you must create the problem.
You're actually absolutely right. Once you have the solution, then you have to, introduce the problem. The problem can't be too catastrophic where it just wipes everybody out. You got to have some people left over and who could stand a chance. Oddly coincidental. However, I got to share another coincidence with you guys from emails that I have been receiving here lately. But first, cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency and diversification. I mean, I think it's like kind of self-explanatory. If you are in a situation where your direct deposit is not coming through on a Friday, or Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, PNC Bank, whatever bank you bank with is creating glitches, or the Zelle transfers with Bank of America causing disruptions, or the central bank for that matter, diversity is going to be huge in security and cash flow. So, ironically, I'm going to bring you guys another video about some emails that I have been receiving lately about cryptocurrency and decentralized currency, and more importantly, cold storage wallets like Ledger Nano X. But as far as diversity goes, granted, this is not going to be used to pay a bill on a Friday when a direct deposit doesn't come through. But I also don't want my money tied up in a bank that is continuously having glitches. Therefore, I can store value here that is historically going to, keep up with at least or hedge against inflation. And you got to think the value of this 1 ounce, $99.99 pure gold Canadian maple says $50, 2022. It says $50, 2022, but it's worth far more than $50.
Oh, yes.
So, with a lot of people asking questions about what's going on, is my money safe in the bank? Should I take my money out of the bank? I mean, you have one train of thought where, sure, that could be a possible plan of being prepared. However, the money still has to come through the banks, like Wells Fargo and this direct deposit glitch. But what's most important is making sure that you're diversified so that if the money doesn't come through, you still have a backup plan. If the bank goes down, for instance, Silicon Valley Bank, you have a backup plan. Silvergate, you have a backup plan. Even when it comes to crypto, even when it comes to Bitcoin, Ripple, XRP, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, whatever, wherever, however we end up moving towards conducting business and the reshaping of the economy and the monetary system, I think diversity is diversity is the number one on my 3 pillars: diversity, security, and cash flow.
Yep. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
But I also know that Squirrel Tribe is going to be bringing you guys some updated information. You're going to want to stay tuned, subscribe, turn your alerts on for very, very important, shocking updates when it comes to the future of money. What are you laughing at?
You said alerts, and my brain thought of Medea, and I said hello. But that wasn't really her. That's the other thing the kid watches on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Hello?
But she does it too. Yeah, but it's hello.
But yeah, so I think Economic Ninja brought out a few videos yesterday on the subject of Silicon Valley Bank. I'm sure he'll produce something on Wells Fargo's glitch. And I think that no matter what, you just have to continuously keep your ear to the street, basically. Pay attention to what's going on. And right now, with what we just brought you guys on the last video with the hundreds of thousands of job layoffs happening, these banking glitches occurring left and right, banking collapses, and FDIC stepping in on a Friday to shut down Silicon Valley Bank with some underhanded and shady practice stock sales happening by the CEO months before.
Super shady.
I just hope you guys are really focusing on and doubling down on diversity, security, and cash flow with each and every video update that we bring to you, with some that we can't. Therefore, links in the description for what I believe would be unacceptable for the platform, that I have to, we have creators moving to Rumble, and there was another one up something. I don't remember what it was called. I can't remember what it's called, but they're moving to Rumble. Twitter was an option, but I don't know if Twitter's a great option. And
Definitely not Facebook.
so Patreon's another option. But it was interesting because yesterday, as the Silicon Valley Bank collapse was just happening, somebody sent you a message about Glenn Beck and the fact that he was being suppressed and he couldn't share the facts. Granted, you don't want to necessarily cause panic and chaos by sharing this information with people, because then what they do with their money in their banks, or with that bank in particular, could just further cause more problems. But I don't think that
Keeping the truth from people should be a thing. Like, you should be able to tell the truth to people and it not be suppressed or frowned upon.
Yeah. So, but we also know which way this platform leans. So, it's their sandbox, their toys. You got to play by their rules. But with that being said, sometimes you can bend the rules, and therefore, most of which, or what most people really want to know about, can't be shared here. And these are going to be the people who are actively looking to take control of their situation and not become a victim or casualty of this economic fallout. So with that being said, folks, please pay attention. Please heed the warning signs, and please share this message, because it may get suppressed. But if we do our part in helping others gain access to this information to help them prepare and have access to the truth, then we have a much better chance of reaching the people who need to hear this message most.
Agreed.
Coming back later with another update. You guys take care. Be safe. See you real soon.
Bye.